I'm Julie Moore, I'm the Adventure Playground Manager for Acacia Adventure Playground. We're a very young playground compared to the rest in London. We've been open for 11 years now, and we're the only one in the borough of Merton. I was on maternity during lockdown, so not too much took place, unfortunately. Our biggest challenge through lockdown was actually staffing, who weren't overly keen on opening again. And so we didn't really do anything until July, where they were allowed to open as bubble groups. But we had a great support in our community. We did lots of food parcels. We had parents support children by printing off homework and using the different resources and our contacts through Salvation Army, working from our playground to support families in that manner. And then it wasn't until September where they opened up really again for kind of after school still bubble groups. Once I returned from maternity, we went straight back into lockdown because that was November. And I think when I returned, we did a lot of reflection on what we could have done better and how we could have supported families. There was definitely a lot more we could have done. And I did a lot of research. I looked at London Play and I looked at all the different playgrounds across London and what they had been doing and what we should have been doing. And I took a lot of inspiration from what everybody else was doing. So from the January when we were allowed to, because we are council run, so we obviously have to follow what they allow us to do as well. We started doing family sessions. So families could book out the playground. They had an hour slot from January. And I think we did that for about 3 months, where they would come and they'd be allowed to use the playground. So it was a safe space for them to play as a family and have that time together outdoors, because we've got a lot of children who live in flats and don't have a garden or anywhere to go. And then once we were allowed to open from July as a open access service again, we try to do everything we can to get kids back into the playground. We planned summer programs. We did family sessions where families were allowed to come in as well. We did a really big celebration for Play Day. And we used the school's grounds next door to us, as well as the children's centre next door to us, to try and help people feel safe with a bit more distance and spread across multiple sites and have lots of people in, which was a really nice celebration to have so many people attend that day. We've been doing a play group for our under fives, and again, so parents can come inside and can use the whole playground. We've been doing that weekly, and we are very lucky. We have worked alongside London Play a handful of times. We went to the Play Awards as well, and our kids won the coolest place to play. They're very excited that the video won that, and they had a lot of fun videoing that across the playground. But we also went to Camp Build as well. And that was an amazing opportunity. Again, a lot of children who have never left their part of London went to the other side of London and just got to experience things. We don't have a lot of trees. We're very, we're quite unlucky in that way. We don't have a lot of green space in our playground. So it was really nice that they got to wander through the woods. They did mudsliding because we had rain on the first day. And they really enjoyed just playing with all the natural elements, which they had access to, and they just had the most amazing time. And I think that was such a really good key opportunity for some of the young people who went, who really needed it. And it was really nice just to see them enjoy themselves and be children again, because a lot of the children who attended that day have younger siblings who we know spent a lot of time having to support them during COVID and lockdown as well, through various different things. We also went to the go-karting building event with London Play as well. And the young people, again, they had the best time doing that, get to experience traveling again, and just being kids again and having a really good time and making them feel safe being around other people again as well. That was really nice. They all really had a great time with that. We've definitely done a lot of reflection this year, and that's proven in our planning for the future. We're very much so trying to be as child-led as possible, and although adventure playgrounds should be that anyway, that is something what we've sometimes lacked in our playground because it is so young. But right now that is our key focus, and it's been working really well, and everything we do is the child's idea, from weekly activities, from the trips what we're planning and all the things we're doing. So a lot of positive, as much as COVID's been really difficult, we've had a lot of positive things come out of it for us and for our kids, and the playground is busier than ever, which is amazing to see, really, especially at this time of year. We're still having 60-70 kids on site every night, and for being in December of how wet and dark it is, that's definitely for our playground, that's very unusual. So it's been really amazing to come back and to just really have the kids' voices listened to for a change, and support them the way we are. It's been brilliant.
Julie saved my bacon, and I'll just tell you quick how she did this. We're on Camp Build. I had to leave camp in the middle of the night in my van, go and do some presentations for the City Hall thing that we were doing the next morning. And I got, like Julie said, it had rained, like a biblical amount of rain had fallen, which the kids loved. I mean, they just had a ball. But my van got stuck in the mud in the middle of the night. And Julie came out, and a couple of kids came out of their tents, by the way. These are hardy kids. And they got me out of the mud. I mean, we were really deep in it. We had to put wood and stuff under the wheels. So thank you for that. And also, Julie came with her co-worker, Jen, a great team. And the kids usually have to put up with my food from the field kitchen, which is limited, okay? If you like sausages, you're in luck. But Jen made a restaurant standard curry for everyone that just was amazing. So if you ever get a chance to work with Jen and Julie, get Jen on the cooker, because she is amazing.
Absolutely.